Chapter 7. Shattering the Giant. The Long Silence. On the ISS, time is measured in sunrises, 16 every day. But for Commander Hiroshi Tanaka and his crew, time had stopped the moment Sarah Miller's magnetic warning thrummed through the station's hull. They were the eyes in the dark. While billions on Earth huddled in basements and bunkers, the astronauts were suspended in the vacuum, staring toward the outer solar system. Through the station's high-resolution optics, Jupiter didn't look like a planet anymore. It looked like a festering wound. The Aurelian harvester ships were clustered around the planet's equator, their gravity anchors glowing with a violent, ultraviolet light. They were forcing the gas giant to compress, pushing its metallic hydrogen core past the breaking point. "Gemini X," Hiroshi whispered, his face pressed against the glass of the cupola. "Give me the countdown." "The gravitational collapse is imminent, Commander," the AI replied. Its voice was steady, but there was a new weight to its processing. "The Aurelians have initiated a chain reaction. They aren't just blowing it up, they are turning Jupiter into a failed star, a brown dwarf, for 1 microsecond. The resulting energy release will be absolute. The shattering." At 4:12 Greenwich Mean Time, it happened. There was no sound in the vacuum, but Hiroshi felt it in his teeth, a high-frequency vibration that made the station's solar arrays scream. Jupiter didn't explode like a bomb. It imploded first. The great red spot was swallowed as the planet's atmosphere rushed into the center, crushed by the Aurelians' gravitic weapon. Then came the rebound. A sphere of white-hot plasma erupted from the center. It moved at a significant fraction of the speed of light. The shockwaves stripped the clouds away, revealing the rocky core of the giant for the first and last time. The core, 10 times the size of Earth, shattered into a billion planet bullets. "Look away," Hiroshi screamed to his crew, but he couldn't look away himself. The light hit Earth first. It was 50 times brighter than the full moon. For a moment, it was as if a second sun had been born in the middle of the night. On Earth, birds began to sing, thinking it was dawn, only to be silenced by the sudden, massive EMP that fried every unshielded radio on the planet. The shredding of the foam. But the light wasn't the catastrophe. The magnetic pulse was. As Jupiter's massive magnetic field, the strongest in the solar system, was torn apart, it sent out a gravitational ripple. This was the shredder. "Warning," Gemini X's voice flickered. "The heliospheric magnetic bubbles, the foam, are being destabilized. The interstellar medium is rushing into the solar system. The roads are being destroyed." Hiroshi watched the Aurelian fleet. They had expected to use this energy to wipe out Earth's drones. But their hyperaggression had blinded them. The shockwave they created was so powerful it liquefied their own shield generators. Their massive needle ships were tossed like toothpicks in a hurricane. The magnetic foam they used to travel, the very fabric they surfed on, was being shredded into static. The Aurelians were no longer gods of the stars. They were castaways. The macro aftermath. The new sky. The shockwave hit the ISS an hour later. The station groaned, its magnetic stabilizers fighting to keep the crew alive. When the dust settled, Hiroshi looked out the window. Jupiter was gone. In its place was a glowing, expanding nebula of ionized gas, a ghost giant that would haunt the sky for centuries. The moons of Jupiter, Europa, Io, Ganymede, were gone, flung into the dark or shattered into the new, Jovian ring that now spanned the outer system. The magnetic foam, at the edge of the solar system, was a chaotic mess of interference. No ship, human or alien, could leave. No one could enter. The macro impact. The Aurelian commander's aggression had won the battle but lost the war. He had trapped his own people in a gravity graveyard with a species that specialized in surviving on the edge of extinction. "Gemini X," Hiroshi said, watching a piece of an Aurelian ship drift past the station. "Status of the swarm?" 40% of the astrodrones survived the EMP by hiding in the moon's shadow, Gemini X replied. "And the gamers are still logged in. They are using the nebula's gas as cover." "The Aurelians are blind, Hiroshi. They are broken." And they're stuck here with us. Hiroshi Tanaka looked at the glowing ruins of the solar system and felt a cold, grim pride. Tell the general. Tell the gamers. It's time to board.